This $30 part right here could be the difference between you driving home from your road trip or you having to be towed home from your road trip. If you have a high mileage Toyota truck like my 80 series Land Cruiser right here, the beautiful FJ80, this has actually 269,000 miles and it's still running strong. It's good preventative maintenance to replace these alternator brushes. And if you're unfamiliar with what the alternator does, essentially it provides a charge to your battery while you're driving. And I'm going to give you a close-up of my alternator right here. And you can see here, it has a little belt and there's a pulley attached to it. Basically, all it does is, as your engine is running, it charges up your battery. So now you can imagine if you're out on a trail or you're on a road trip and your battery loses its charge. Well, not that big a deal, right? You could carry a little charger and jump it, or you can ask for a jump and you're back on the road and your alternator is just going to charge up your battery again. Well, what happens when the thing that's supposed to charge your battery while you drive stops working? Well, now you're going to be in a sticky situation since a lot of crucial components run off the battery, like the starter. The starter needs a lot of power to start your engine. So if that stops working, you're going to be in serious trouble. So instead of spending a few $100s on a brand new alternator or waiting for it to die while you're on a road trip, just replace these brushes right here ahead of time and you won't have to worry about it. So what do these brushes do? You'll see a close-up here. These are spring-loaded, and they're supposed to make contact with the shaft that spins inside the alternator, and they create some type of energy, and basically that charges up your battery. So when these start to wear out, your alternator will stop charging your battery and then stop working. And you might even see a little light indicator on your dashboard saying that your alternator or your battery isn't working. And a really quick, simple fix is just to replace this. It's a very affordable part. And a lot of good mechanics actually recommend replacing these instead of swapping out the entire alternator. So my recommendation is, if you have a high mileage Toyota truck, replace these. If you have 2 hours on a weekend and $40 to spare on your Toyota truck, well, go ahead and do this and it'll save you a lot of headache in the future. Now, if you don't have an 80 series Land Cruiser, no worries. You could find a lot of videos on YouTube on how to replace these. And I'm going to link some in my description. But in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to actually be replacing these on my 80 series Land Cruiser. So stay tuned for that video. Thanks again for watching, guys. Hope you have a good one.